All right, welcome everybody. We are here at our latest episode of Picklebilly Presents, and thank you for your patience, Vincent. Right before this interview started, I accidentally disconnected my computer, and then I had to upload everything and get all the pictures together. And so today, so this is just another example to me of the amazing people who I've met, and you have done something I respectfully say, very strange.
Yep.
You know it is. All right, so let's just start off. Let me share this with everybody. So I was in Michigan. My friend Jody and I were playing, and then I got to meet Vincent. And as the conversation went on, he told me about Wicket.
Yep.
Okay, so let me show.
Wicket.
Yes,
Yeah.
Wicket. So let me show you a picture of us with Wicket, and then maybe you could tell us, where did you come up with this idea and what's the inspiration behind it? So here we are.
Hey, look at
Uh, yeah.
that. So Wicket actually, ironically, doesn't even belong to me. My brother and sister and I grew up. We always had stuffed animals, and then when we moved to Kalamazoo, we figured we'd, you know, actually we met this friend through martial arts actually, and we thought, God, this guy should have a bear too, a teddy bear. So on his birthday, I went out and bought him Wicket. So
Okay. So there's
yeah,
Jody, there's me, and
yeah,
there's the Wicket,
yeah.
the subject of our
Wicket the
interview
bear.
today, along with Vincent. Okay. And okay, so you bought Wicket for your friend.
Yep. And
And
then
then my goodness, then what happened?
somehow Wicket got to be the bear, the teddy bear that traveled around with us most of the time. So the one time how it all started is I was in Las Vegas in the airport, McCarran Airport, and all of a sudden I saw Muhammad Ali there. And I don't know why it popped in my head. I just thought, I wonder if Muhammad Ali would pose with this teddy bear. And guess what? He did. And it's an awesome picture. And he's smiling. He's got his big hands on there, and it was great. Then after that, fast forward about 3 or 4 years later, I got hired to do a photo shoot with Gordie Howe. And a lot of people don't know who Gordy Howe is, so I can say if you know who Wayne Gretzky is, Wayne Gretzky's idol was Gordy Howe, and all the records that Wayne Gretzky beat were Gordy Howe's. I mean, I'm sorry, were Muhammad Ali's.
Okay,
No,
wait,
you got
let's
the wrong guy.
wait,
You
wait,
got the
wait.
wrong picture up.
Wait, no, no, no. But you started
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
Muhammad Ali, and I thought, oh, I better
yeah,
get the picture of
yeah,
Muhammad Ali.
yeah.
Okay, so
So,
wait, let's
anyways,
just wait, let's go back. Like Muhammad
yeah.
Ali, oh my God, like he's my idol. He's amazing. So you
Yes,
see
he
him at
is.
the airport,
Hmm.
and so what was it like speaking with him? What was his attitude about it? How, how did that?
That's an interesting thing. Unfortunately, his Parkinson's was pretty advanced. But when I got there and asked if he would pose with Wicket, his aide jumped up and says, "Oh, give me the camera and so on." And I go, wanted to know if he'd pose with his teddy bear, and he goes, "Oh, he doesn't want to pose with his bear and so on." And Muhammad Ali reaches for Wicket. It's like, yes. So he grabbed him, and you can see his smile, and he put his hands around him, and so he absolutely wanted to, but unfortunately, we didn't get to talk because, like I said, his Parkinson was really
Yeah,
advanced at that point. But
yeah.
he had every intention. He reached over and grabbed him, picked him up, and did that. It was like, yes, this is so cool. So unfortunately, it was quick and brief, and and you can see though, years later, he lives. He used to live only about half an hour away from us, over from Kalamazoo. He lived
Yeah,
over in Benton Harbor area,
yeah.
and so I had a friend of mine who went over to photograph him again, take this picture, and he autographed it. So that's how we
How
got that.
nice. Okay, now, all right. So you started talking about some other people
Gordie
you've
Howe.
taken pictures of. So let's go through our little list here.
Okay.
Okay, so Gordy Howe,
So
and he
Gordie
is
Howe is
a hockey
huge.
player.
Yes, he's
Oh,
huge. Uh,
huge.
yeah, like so anybody who is a fan of hockey will know who Gordie Howe is.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
actually had the patented name of Mr. Hockey. And
Oh,
yeah, so anybody who's if you're not familiar with them, again, a lot of people are familiar with Wayne Gretzky, and when
yes.
Gretzky's idol was Gordie Howe, and all the
Yeah,
records he beat were Gordie Howe's.
yeah.
And if you want to hear a real interesting story, this is pretty amazing. I found this out years later. that when Wayne Gretzky, before he was a pro, uh, someone took him to meet Muhammad Ali, and he goes, Ali, when you, and it might have been Cassius Clay at that time, but he goes to him and he goes, here, shake the hands of this guy, and he goes, when you do, give him some of your magic, and that's how uh, that's how he met Gordie Howe and Wayne Gretzky and Muhammad Ali met. So it was pretty
Wow.
cool. Yeah,
Wow. Okay, and let's go
yeah.
on to our next picture. And then you have pictures of all. Do you have Wayne Gretzky picture as well?
No, I don't. I never met
No.
Wayne Gretzky, unfortunately. Neither has Wicket.
Yeah, neither is we. Okay.
So this is pretty neat. Again, being from Kalamazoo here, we have what's called the K Wings, and the K Wings used to be the farm team for the Dallas Stars. And when the Dallas Stars won the cup, since they came from Kalamazoo, a lot of the players, they decided to bring the cup back to Wing Stadium and show it off there. And so that was my opportunity to get Wicket sitting in the cup.
Yeah. And then, of course, you are a professional photographer. So you have a
Right,
long career teaching photography,
right.
taking pictures. And do you
Yep.
feel like your position as a photographer has given you maybe access with Wicket to get into places
Oh
to
yeah,
get pictures?
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I got. That's how I met with Gordie Howe, for instance, and also Derek Jeter. I was in a photo shoot with him, and that's how I got. I flew with West Michigan Air Care again for about 11 years, and that was all because of being a professional photographer and
Mhm.
then wanting to get Wicked on that.
Interesting. Okay, so now how was it that you were doing a photo shoot with Derek Jeter? In what capacity was that for?
Since he was from Kalamazoo, he was with the New York Yankees. He grew up over in Kalamazoo here, and he had a Turn Two Foundation, which is his foundation that he still. I'm not sure if he ran it out of Kalamazoo or whatever, but he came back, visited his parents, and promoted his Turn Two Foundation. And so when he was here, we got hired to do the photos in Radisson with him. So
Wonderful.
that's how that
Okay.
happened. Yeah.
And okay, so there you oh, your hair looks a little different there, Vincent.
That was 1986.
Wait, okay, wait, what year did you start doing the
Wicket.
Wicked pictures? Yeah, what year was
Well,
that?
this was the first substantial place, but Muhammad Ali was 92. So the places came a little bit before the people. And
Yeah.
I gave Wicket to my friend Mark in 1982. So here he was about 4 years old. You can see he's
Oh.
fresh, clean.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, so he was only 4 years old there, and how this came about is Mark, the owner, takes Wicket and throws him at me, and he goes, "If I don't see a picture of that bear sitting on the Great Wall when you come back, you'll never see him again." So that's why he's hanging upside down at the wall.
So when you
And
started doing this, but you started off with places, so
yeah,
like photographing Wicket in famous places, and then it evolved to famous people.
this, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and there wasn't a heck of a lot of places. I mean, since we went to the Great Wall, it's like, yeah, we might as well take them and get pictures of them. So, we just got that picture and a couple over there,
Yeah,
others
yeah.
over there. You know,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Now this is a pretty big one here.
Luke, I
Yeah,
am your father.
that's right. He came to town to do a lecture, and so I didn't go to the lecture. I wasn't able to make it, but afterwards, I made sure I made it there. And then when he was done greeting
Yeah.
everybody, I was able to go in there and have a little chat with him. And he was fabulous. He was very cordial, and his voice is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
totally forgot to ask him to say in my phone, "Hi, you've reached Vince," with his voice. Like, dang it.
Would that be great? Say,
Yes, that would have been great.
wait a minute. Doesn't sound like Vincent.
What a missed
uh,
opportunity that was.
so have you ever had any trouble getting people to pose with Wicket? Like, did anyone ever doubt you or
I've
any?
had just one person just said, "What are you going to do with this? You're not going to do anything stupid with these pictures." Like, I have Photoshop. I could do it without having, you pose with them. So that
Yeah,
that was one minor one.
yeah.
And the other one is kind of funny. I don't think I got him with them. It was who is with the Rainbow Coalition, I think it's called.
Yeah, like a
Oh my God.
politician? Rainbow
Yeah, yeah.
Coalition?
Oh my God, he's from Chicago, and he's
Mayor
Reverend
Daley?
Reverend Jesse Jackson. Okay, he
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I was
Oh,
videotaping a wedding that he was officiating,
yeah.
and 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 unfortunately that day he got the news that his son's unborn child had just passed away.
Oh,
So he was not mentally into the wedding or anything like that. So after near the end of the reception before he left, I went up there and really gently, I guess, asked, "It's like I'd like to show you this." I showed him the photo albums and the pictures and said, "I wonder if you'd be a part of this." And he was just he's saying, "Oh, this is
yeah.
nice." And again, he wasn't even in. It's like, so I didn't press it, and that was the only one I didn't get. That would have
Yeah.
been kind of neat. But
Well,
other than that,
let's take a look at some of your other amazing pictures. Oh, there we go. I saw him in concert. He was
yeah,
just amazing musician.
yeah, this was right after a concert in Kalamazoo, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
and
Willie
he was real nice, of course.
Nelson. And then, oh,
Alex
Alex
Rodriguez,
Rodriguez.
he
Yeah.
was with along with Derek Jeter during his Turn Two Foundation foot
Oh,
deal when he came to town. So that's how I got him at the same time. And also, you might have on there Jackie Joyner Kersey, the famous runner. Yeah,
let's
okay,
see
yeah,
here.
there's
Oh,
Derek.
there's Derek Jeter. Okay, we
Yep,
talked about him. Yeah,
yep,
my husband
hometown guy.
loves baseball, so he really
Yeah,
loved these pictures.
yeah.
Oh, Olga
Oh
Corbett.
no, this one's got a really funny story if you want to hear it.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to hear it. Yeah.
So again, I'm in the martial art, and mutual martial arts friends was going to go out to, I think, Utah or Arizona. I don't remember where. And he was doing some conference there, medical conference. And the guy who was leading it was Olga Corbett's fiance. So he goes, "Hey, Olga Corbett's going to be in here in a couple of days. If you want to get Wicket here, we can get a picture with her." So the guy calls me up and he goes, "You want to send me Wicket?" It's like, oh my God. I send him like once a decade, very seldom do I send him. So I said, absolutely, with Olga Corbett. So I sent him over there. And of course, when I sent him, I entered the address in, I forgot one number because I was in the UPS station and I had to move because a truck was coming by. And so I forgot the one number. So I called the guy the next day. I go, "Did you get him? Did you get him? You got the tracking number." He goes, "No, they can't find him." It's like, oh no. So they found him the following day. And of course, Olga Corbett's gone. And the guy goes, "You know what? Since I'm going to go home and be with her tonight, I can take Wicket with me and get a photograph." So Wicket stayed
Oh,
overnight at Olga Corbett's house.
oh, nice.
So
Well,
that's how
you
that
don't
picture
realize
came out.
it's like you've got to get the bear there, you've got to have the person there. There's a lot of
Oh
stuff
yeah.
going on behind
Oh
the
yeah.
scenes, to make this
Yeah.
happen. Well, that's great.
That was
Okay.
a funny one.
And
And
Greg
Greg Jennings,
Jennings.
yeah, he's a hometown WM Kalamazoo guy, and he played for Western Michigan University, and then got what do you call it? He played with the Green Bay Packers and won a Super Bowl ring. So that's a pretty cool thing there.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's really,
and
I mean, oh my God, this is
everybody,
all just really wonderful, really
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, and everybody who has met Greg Jennings, that's when I show him the picture around town, it's like, oh my God, I know Greg. I used to live near him. He's so cool and all that. And he was a real nice guy. So that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Most of the people that you hear are good people.
Yeah.
Some of them are bad or whatever, but he was, I guess, wonderful. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have Kenny G. I've seen him in concert.
That was after a concert he did at Miller Auditorium, and he was real gracious about it. And he played at he played his Christmas thing here, right before Christmas, and that's where I got him.
How
Yeah, and he
lovely.
was a real good guy too. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we have,
Now this is a funny
Larry the
one.
Cable Guy. Oh, yeah.
Larry the
Yeah.
Cable
Yeah.
Guy. This was funny. A friend of mine actually hired him to do a show at his house for a Fourth of July concert.
Oh,
So
wow.
so a real good friend of mine was his right hand man. So we went to pick him up in a limousine. So as we're driving in the limousine, after we're done with the main, talking whatever, and I go, "Say, Larry, can I ask you a question?" So I pulled Wicket out.
It's like, what is that?
And I handed it to him, and I showed him the pictures like that, and he starts laughing. He goes, "They only let you out in the weekends, don't they?"
Oh, you can see he's having fun with it.
Oh yeah, he got his full
Yeah.
stand out there, and it was great.
Yeah. How
So
neat.
that's how that one came about. That was funny. So that one was taken in a limo right there on the way to the event.
I love it. I love it. Oh, Eric Burden.
Eric
Oh, The
Burden and
House
the
of the
Animals.
Rising Suns.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he's the
Yeah.
man who sung that. He looks a little different now. than
Yeah. Oh,
when
this was
he
in
sung that.
2000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. This was great.
Yeah.
He was playing downtown Kalamazoo. We have a place called the Arcadia Creek Festival site, and it's an open air place where you go downtown. They have a little band shell there, and he was playing there, and I had a contact that got me behind the scenes and got that picture. So that was really cool. And
Yeah.
he was great too. He was another one that was really cool, really welcoming, and hey, let's get to my CD, and so it was fun.
How
Event.
awesome. How
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
Joe Walsh.
yeah. Now this one I got a
My
tribute.
Maserati does 185. Isn't that him?
I think so. I think
Yeah,
that was. But yeah,
I
he
think
was
so.
the head with.
Hope so.
But that's true. I love that song, but I don't remember who exactly went. But my brother is a ham radio operator, and Joe Walsh is also. And so my
Oh,
brother said, "Yeah, he's coming over to some event, So if you want me to get him." So I can't remember if I drove him over or shipped him over, whatever. But anyways, I was over in Detroit area at some ham
Vincent, you
festival.
just have your little feelers everywhere. You got your little
You
network of
got to.
people. And
You got to.
now you're on the Picklebilly Presents
That's right.
broadcast.
And
So
I
now
got him with
everyone
you.
can well, I wasn't going there, but I mean if people have other things they can let you know. We can
Yeah,
just
that
keep
would be
this
great.
going. I
Yeah,
love it.
I
And
have
then
about. Go ahead.
okay, I was just gonna ask you about a little more about your background, but what were you gonna say? You have what?
I have probably 3,000 pictures of this bear with different people in different places and so
Yeah,
on. I mean, it goes on and on.
yeah,
One of the big things, I don't know if you can show a video on there, but he just did last year is he flew, well, at the end of at the Indianapolis 500, at the
yeah,
very opening ceremony, they do the Star Spangled Banner, of course. And at the
yeah.
very end of that, they have the flyover with the four F-16s. Well, Wicket was in the right-hand F-16 during that flyover. That's pretty cool.
Okay, wait, let me see here. Wait, let me see if I can. Oh no, hold on. Let's put you there. Wait, let's remove this. Okay, so you know what? Let me see if I can. Oh wait, should we finish up our other pictures?
Oh,
Then I
yeah,
would like to get
sure.
that video. I'd like to show everybody the
Yeah,
video. That's
sure.
really amazing. And I would like to ask you a little bit more about your background. I think we just passed. Sinbad, the
Yep,
comedian.
comedian. Yep.
All right, and
He
let's go.
actually lived in Benton Harbor close to Muhammad Ali, but I
Okay,
saw
a lot
him
of
in Las
people
Vegas.
seem to live in your beautiful
Yeah,
area. Oh, and
yeah.
oh yeah.
But I met him in Las Vegas, though.
All right, Greg
Yeah,
LeMond, the cake
yep,
boss.
yep.
Okay, and then we have
Those
okay,
aren't
what?
coming up, are they? Because I can't
Okay.
see
Oh,
them.
I took it off. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Oops, I
yeah.
sorry. Okay, sorry. I just
So I don't know if anybody else could see them. There we go.
Oh, sorry. Okay. We can see it now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is him in the cockpit, but we're gonna get to a
No.
regular. We're gonna
Yeah.
we'll look at
But
the whole.
this one is real significant. If you want to back up to that one, that
Sure.
cockpit.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Okay.
is the SR-71. That is the fastest fastest air breathing jet in the world, which is pretty cool. And it's
Okay. How
unfortunately
fast are we talking about?
They say it's Mach 3 plus. It's classified. They've never revealed exactly how fast, but they say Mach 3 plus.
Yeah.
So so that's what's really significant about it. In Kalamazoo, we have what's called the Air Zoo, and that's a big aviation museum. And the reason why it's called the zoo is because we had the Grumman cats. They had the Hellcat, the Tiger Cat, the Tomcat, and I think there's not Bearcat. And so because of that, because of Kalamazoo, they happen to call it the Air Zoo. So
Ah.
after they had those, our Air Zoo has grown to incredible things. And getting the SR-71 was really remarkable. This one is the SR-71B, which had a staggered cockpit. So you had the pilot in the regular one, and then the teacher, the trainer, in the upper one. and there was only two of those made, and one of them crashed. So this was the only SR-71B left in existence. And evidently, what's really unique about this SR-71B is that we had a symposium with one of the SR-71 pilots here, two of them actually, and then a guy from Skunk Works talking about it. And they said there's a good chance that every one of the SR-71 pilots flew this particular aircraft because it was a trainer. So they either learned on it or they recertified it in this aircraft. So that's what's really significant. Yeah. And then we only, at the Air Zoo, only open the cockpit, I think it's once a year. And you have to pay something like $250 or something like that to be able to sit in that cockpit. So again, that's a pretty significant picture.
Yeah. Thank you for explaining that. And then, do you have an interest in airplanes and flying?
Yeah, I always have. I've always loved the aircraft. So I go to Oshkosh, which is a big, one of the largest air shows around. And I volunteer at the Air Zoo taking pictures for during our restorations because we have to do a quarterly report to show the Navy what we're doing with their money and their aircraft. And so I do the pictures for that to go in the report. So I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do want to get to that video here at some point, but let's go. Yeah. So that's, I love that.
This is amazing.
My gosh.
Is an Air Force pilot. She flies the big KC-10. So if you've ever seen a DC-10, commercial jetliner, it's a DC-10 that's converted into a tanker, fuel tanker. And so she refueled the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds one time, and so I got her Wicket. You're
like, okay, take the beer. We need some pictures. Now, she took this picture, though, correct?
Either that or she was piloting the aircraft. I'm not sure if she actually took it, or she might have been flying, so I'm not sure. But either way, that was during her flight.
Great.
When she was
I love it. I love it. Oh, World War II bomber B25?
Yeah, this is B25 Mitchell. My friend and I, we did a video for this. This is from the commemorative Air Force Base. And what these guys do is they fly around the country selling rides to a lot of the veterans and to whoever. Oh. And that way they can, use that money to keep that aircraft, airborne and in good shape and so on. Yeah. And so instead of when someone goes to an airport and they see this bomber, instead of just looking at a pamphlet or a brochure, they can actually now watch a video of what they're going to see and what it's kind of like. And so during that, of course, during the making of that, I had to take Wicket up there. I crawled up in the front there. It's like, oh my God, what a view. So I grabbed Wicket, stuck him on the gun, took that picture, and it's just beautiful.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So you went to the Louvre there?
The Louvre Museum, in Paris, where they have the Mona Lisa. And so that's that one. What really irritates me, though, is normally, I guess, everybody can go in there and take a picture of the Mona Lisa. Well, guess what? The day I go there, there's a lineup to go see it, but they did not allow photography at all. I can understand no flash photography, but they didn't allow you to take pictures. Like, are you kidding me? All I want to do is take a picture with Wicket sitting in front of that stupid thing, but I couldn't do it. So this is as close as I got. I was so bummed.
There you go. So now you're...
This is West Michigan Air Care, the critical care transport helicopter. And again, I flew with them for about 11 years, taking their calendar shots and personnel shots. And this was, I think, a trip to Timber Ridge ski area where we're doing a landing zone class or, photo shoot there.
So West Mich Air Care, so that would be like maybe people who get injured on a mountain or in areas where you need a helicopter to...
Yeah. Around here, there's not any huge mountains. So in Michigan, it'd be like, let's say you had a real bad accident. You fell out of a tree or you had a real bad accident on the freeway. And the ambulance gets there and they say, this guy needs, level 1, trauma care. And they're too far away to be driven to the hospital. Yeah. And so we'll go there and get them there in, super fast time, obviously. So,
awesome. Yep. Okay. All right. And then that is that. So let me go. No, that is not. That's not. No.
That might be.
That's our. Let me take that off of there. Okay. So if you could, if you could tell our audience about your ski patrol background and some of that, and then I'm going to get that video pulled up here while you're explaining that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, back in the late 70s in Kalamazoo, I actually started as a skiing instructor. And then on and off, I did that for years and went up north and taught. But then about 22 years ago, my sister said, "Hey, you want to go out for ski patrol?" It's like, I guess. So we went out and we've done it ever since. And we've become ski patrol instructors, meaning we learn the medical things and the skiing and handling of the toboggan aspect of it, loading the patients and so on. And we're instructors of that now. So that's a pretty cool thing to learn, just the medical part, because most everything I do is got some kind of capability of hurting yourself, because of martial arts, or I used to race motorcycles and you know do whatever. So so the medical part was fun, but then again in skiing you can hurt yourself too. So it was a good thing to know.
Yeah.
But
Um,
yep. But
okay,
through
I
that,
want to
oh, go ahead.
okay, I've got all right, I've got the
The video.
video up. Okay, so
Okay.
this one, you sent me quite a few videos, so I'm not sure if I did the
There's only
exact
two.
right
There should be
one.
only two.
Okay, this one was the flyover of
Yeah, the
the
Indianapolis flyover. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So let's
I
see if we
can't see
can
it,
take
by the
a
way. Okay, there we go.
I know it's coming. It's coming.
All right.
Okay. And download. Okay, there we go. All right, now can you see that?
Has not come up yet.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. It may, let me see here. Let me try it one more time.
Yeah, it might have
Do you
difficulties.
see
Have
that
you
now
ever
at
done?
all?
No. Have you ever had a video
I
broadcast
have done a
before?
video
Oh,
before.
okay. Yeah.
You and okay. Well,
Yeah.
all right. We may not be able to see that.
Yeah.
It is
That's
amazing.
fine.
Maybe we could post
Yeah.
it as a comment
Yeah.
onto the actual video,
But
and
I
then
did
if
give you a still frame of that real skinny
y-
one. That's a still
yeah,
frame of him up there in the flyover.
yes. Okay, but I want to show the. Let me get this here. I
Uh
want
huh.
to switch our focus now onto your pickleball people.
All right.
Because you have a lot of pickleball people that you have filmed with
Yep.
Wicket.
Yep.
And so let's take a look at that.
Everybody knows who that is.
Okay. All right. And so let's start with this one here.
Dave Weinbach.
Yes. Oh, okay. That's Dave Weinbach. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I just have heard his name all over the place. I know that
Oh, yeah.
he does training camps out of San Diego
Wisconsin.
with my friend Dan
Oh,
Normand.
really? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
no kidding. Yeah, he's a
And
Wisconsin guy, I guess. And he
oh,
was super. He was funny.
yeah, that's great. Okay, so we've got Dave
Yeah,
Weinbach,
yeah, he was
and
great.
then all right, and so who is this?
Okay, so the guy in the red shirt is our from Kalamazoo, Michigan, Jim Heckenberg, a 5.0 player that. Oh, actually, the reason I got these two guys together is they're both in the Pickleball Hall of Fame, so that's a
Yes.
pretty significant thing there. And again, the guy in the red shirt is Jim Heckenberg, and the guy in the right is Yoda. And God, I can't remember his real name, but that's his nickname is Yoda that he goes by.
Yeah, I know. When I was playing in Surprise, I'm playing, and all of a sudden everyone's whispering, "Oh, it's Yoda! Oh, there's Yoda!"
That's him.
And you know what? He was walking by, and he stopped. He goes, "You know what?" He goes, "You need to fix your backhand." And he like oh,
Oh, Dave, teach me.
He was right. And it's
That's
funny
great.
because when we were in Michigan, Jim Hackenberg was playing with Christine Barksdale
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
from Head Pickleball,
uh-huh.
and I watched them play. They did so good together; it was amazing. And
Yeah,
actually, I just bought one of the Head pickleball paddles, and I just
uh-huh,
started playing with it yesterday. So small
uh-huh.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So that was a pretty big picture to get those two together.
yeah. That is
Two,
awesome.
two
That
Hall
is
of Famers
awesome.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have
Jim and
this
Yvonne
is
Heckenberg.
okay, and so they
Yeah.
put on that tournament.
Yeah, and not only they put on the tournament, they were instrumental in getting that pickleball court in that 6th Street Park. As you notice when you went there, there was
Yeah.
nothing else there except for the pickleball courts. Well, they pushed
Yeah.
to get that built before everything else because I guess there's not. I guess there's going to be a lot more in that, like possibly a baseball diamond or volleyball or basketball or
Yeah.
soccer, whatever. But that was the first thing that got in there because those guys really pushed for it. Did
Yeah. That's
fundraising and
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, I saw that plaque. I took a picture
Yeah,
of it. Yeah, and then
yeah,
just all the surrounding wilderness.
yeah.
That's what it looks like surrounding the
Yep.
courts.
Yeah, and
So it
it
yeah.
was pretty cool that they got that going. I played this morning. I'm still in my shirt from playing, so
Oh, yeah. So you've been playing for about 2 years?
yeah,
Yeah.
about 2 years. So this is the
And
picture now. Here, if you look, it's hard to see that little green arrow right next to the guy's helmet.
yeah,
When they
right
did the
there.
flyover, there's 4 aircrafts, and it's in a fingertip formation. So you have the lead aircraft, one off to the side, and then 2 off on the other side. And so he was on the single side, right off of the lead pilot's right shoulder. So that's what you see in the picture there. And I
Yeah.
have the little arrow pointing to a little. It's hard to see that it's orange, but there's a little orange bag there. That's where Wicket is.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you watch the moving video, you can see it
Yeah.
because it's moving
Okay, and we're
and
gonna
it's
put the
pretty funny.
video onto the we'll add it to the comments so
Yeah.
you guys
Okay.
can see that. That would be
Yeah.
really awesome. All right, we already saw that. That's Jody and me. Okay, and I think that is all of them. So
All
is
that I sent.
there no, I know. You have wait, how many more did you say? 3,000?
Oh yeah. I have thousands of pictures, and it's really overwhelming what I have. Really
Yeah.
amazing.
And
I
and who is somebody who you have not photographed with Wicket? And
that
let's
I'd
go ahead
really
and
like to
just
get.
do a list. Yeah, you have like
Yeah.
maybe 2 or 3, and then let's just see if we can put that out to the universe and
There we go.
maybe we can get it to happen. I mean,
Well,
you got
here's
my picture already, so
that's
all right,
right.
we're
So
good with
that's
that.
one
Yeah.
thing off of the bucket list there.
Yeah,
And I'll tell you
yeah.
one thing. Years ago, like probably 25 years ago, I had a contact for a guy that was the head of what the astronauts took as their personal items on the space shuttle. And so I was in contact with this guy, and we were talking. It's like, okay, the problem is when they bring the aircraft back, the shuttle back, it comes down in Texas. Then
Yeah.
somehow and the astronauts get up there, and so I got to somehow get him back to me over in Florida. And so he was talking about removing some of the insulation out of the
Oh, no.
refrigeration unit
The
and
stuffing, you
stuffing
mean?
the
The
unit.
bear stuffing?
No, the installation of the refrigerated unit or something, and then stuff Wicket in there in place so that way he could get them back.
My
So we had
God.
this planned out. Well, then of course 9/11 happened. It's like, are you kidding me? I was so bummed out. So that is 20 years ago now. Yeah, that's when
Okay.
it was
All right.
going
Now
to happen.
I hate to be like a killjoy, but
Yeah.
couldn't you have like multiple bears? Like when they have twins, like, fulfill a role on a sitcom, like, you
Okay. Well,
know,
it's funny you
just
say
a
that.
thought. No one would
It,
really know.
yeah, actually they would because Wicket is really, really worn.
Old.
And if
Yeah.
God, I can't believe I didn't bring him here. He's in the
I
car right now.
oh, he is?
Yeah, of course he's ready to roll. But he's really
Okay, so
worn. If
you're a
you look,
purist. It
yeah,
is definitely Wicket
yeah.
every
Oh yeah.
time. I mean, is there ever
Well,
going to be a point where you're going to, he's just going to be too old and falling apart? You're going to have
oh
to.
yeah. I got to be honest though. I do have. There is a couple of them. There's actually 5 of them now. It started with only 3, and this
Uh-huh.
is a funny story. If you want to hear this, this is a hilarious story. So the guy gave him to his name's Mark, and I've been looking on eBay forever for another one because even though there's 3 of them, I've never owned one, and it's just been ironic because I carry his around forever. I mean, everywhere. And my sister has one he bought for her husband, and then our friend bought one for his wife, and so there's 3 of them. But Wicket has been the only one since then. Well, then just about 5 years ago, Mark calls me and goes, "Hey, there's they're called Bumbles Bear. That's the brand. It's
Yeah.
Dakin Bumbles Bear." He goes, "There's a Bumbles Bear on there. You should get him." It's like, you got to be kidding me. So I quick look and I see him and I quick buy him up. So then he goes, "Where are you going to be tonight?" And I go, "Well, I'll be over here on Porter Street." So he goes, "I'll meet you there." So he meets me and he gives me $30. And I go, "What's that for?" And he goes, "I know you've always wanted one of these bears and I want to buy them for you." And I go, "Well, it's only $20." And he goes, "No, it was $30." I go, no, I just paid for it. It's only 20. So he gets his phone out and shows it to me, and it's like, holy crap, that's a different one. So I quick went on and bought that one. So after
Oh,
20
you got
years,
2 of
I got two of them on my own finally. After 20 years,
them?
or it was probably 30 years of having, this. And so, to be honest, when you said if ever I use a double, when Wicket was flying with my niece, during the Blue Angels things, and also when the fighter pilot took him up um, over the Indy 500. And by the way, he's flown a couple other missions. He's flown with that F-16 pilot. He flew on an actual mission where he had live guns and missiles. He said, and they flew for 7.2 hours and refueled 6 times. So that was pretty cool. And then my niece took him over to Saudi Arabia and took him during 4 combat missions. So where they were in enemy territory. So that's really cool. That's something else that is pretty unique about Wicket. But anyways, when he was flying with those guys, I did take one of my other ones. I called him Wicket 2.0 just for the photo ops. And there's a few pictures that are with him, but you can tell because he's so new and bright looking. His color is just perfect. Yeah, and I think
probably,
one of those pictures.
Eventually these toys get old and they stop
Oh my God.
manufacturing them. So it's like it's harder to find them.
Oh yeah, that was back in '82. They stopped manufacturing. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're very limited. So yeah.
Wow. Well, I think it's like, so you have the bear, and really, like, I got to meet you. You are reaching out to people all over, to places, to and it's really lovely. I really appreciate the little bit of magic that it brings to our lives and our world.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's my pleasure. But to finish the thing about the bucket list thing, I would so love to get him on the space station. I haven't found
space station. All right, so space station is one. Is anyone else you want him to be photographed with?
God, I don't
Lady
know.
Gaga. Oh, would that be great? Ben Johns.
Yes, Ben Johns. That would be great. That would be great. If I could get him with Ben Johns, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. But, all right. Hey, well, it was very nice to spend this half hour with you, Vincent. I really appreciate you sharing all your pictures and everything that you're doing. And
thank you for having me.
I'll get the finished podcast over to you in just a few minutes here when we're done. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. And yeah. Okay.
All righty. We'll see you. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.